question number 18. John charges a diagnostic fee of $50 and then $65 per hour to fix most cars, trucks, and SUVs. Mortimer comes into John's garage with $400 in his pocket. What is the longest, and we want to the nearest hour only, the longest repair that Mortimer can pay for with the cash he has with him? So without running out to the ATM or getting more cash. Now, I'm going to let C represent the total cost. We're going to make an equation here to use to solve this. So C is the total cost, and H is the number of hours for the repair. Now, we're told that John charges this diagnostic fee of $50. So that's a fixed fee. It's what he charges just for looking at your vehicle, and like if you weren't going to do any repairs at all, then he would still charge you that $50. And then above that, he charges $65 per hour to fix most cars, trucks, and SUVs. So the cost is 65 multiplied by the number of hours, so 65H plus 50. So this is our equation that we're going to use to solve to find out how many hours Mortimer has enough money for. And Mortimer has $400, so $400 is the cost. We put $400 in place of C. That's the total charge. So we want to solve for H. So I want to isolate the term that has my variable in it, the H term. So I'm going to isolate the 65H. I want to get that alone. So I'll bring the 50 over to the left, or some people say it like this instead. The 50 is added there, so we're going to subtract 50 from both sides. And of course, those add to 0. And so when I subtract 50 from the 400, there's my 400 minus 50 on the left, and 65H is all that's left on the right. Now 400 minus 50 is 350, and equals just 65H on the right side. And now I want to isolate H, so I want to get rid of the 65. So the 65 in 65H is multiplied by the H. So that means 65 multiplied by H. So that's why we divide both sides by 65 here. So I'm going to divide this by 65 and the 350 by 65. So those divide out, and 350 divided by 65 is 5.4. So now you can't, it says you're going to the nearest hour. So we would round 5.4 to 5. So he has enough to pay for a 5-hour repair. Now, if you're only doing whole hours, even if that worked out to 5.9, for example, then you would still round it down to 5, because if it's not quite up to 6, Mortimer does not have enough money unless he goes to get more to get to 6. So just because 5.4 normally rounds to 5, doesn't mean that 5.7 or 5.8 would mean we would round to 6. You would still round to 5 because the point means you don't quite have enough for that next hour repair. And of course, 5 hours is answer C, which is the correct answer for number 18.